Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. You know, even though spring has been with us for about 4 weeks here in Nebraska, we still have some pretty chilly mornings, although not cold enough to require me to get out the winter coat. So a year ago, I picked up this Carhartt Crowley jacket at my local Orchland's Farm Supply store. Now I paid $100 for it, which was the same price as Amazon.com. And after 12 months and 4 seasons of wear, I want to talk to you about the different features this coat has, the pros and the cons, what I like about it and what I don't like about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the Carhartt Men's Crowley jacket is available online over at Amazon and locally at many stores. It comes in 3 different colors, black, charcoal, or navy, and sizes that vary from small through 2XL. The build is 90% nylon, 10% spandex, and the inside is 100% polyester of various different types of weaves and materials, as we're going to show you. It does feature Rain Defender durable water repellency, which gives it some water repellency to stand being out in the rain, but not necessarily waterproofness you might want if you're in a downpour. But if you get caught in a storm or you're out in light rain, the coat's going to work just fine. It also has wind fighter technology, which is going to help slow down the wind, cooling your body, especially in very windy days. But I did find when the wind would get above 25 to 30 miles an hour, I would have to have a second layer underneath to be comfortable in certain temperature conditions. Now, temperature-wise, this coat is comfortable from about 40 degrees to about 70 degrees, and there's a lot you can do to seal yourself up from the elements. Now, this is a 2XL, and if you've got a tactical muffin top or a dad bod, or you're 5'11" and weigh around 265 pounds like I do, then this coat's going to be just the perfect fit for you. It's going to be a little bit large, and that's okay because you can layer underneath of it. And I noticed that as we get closer to say 40 or 35 degrees outside, I was just kind of teetering more towards getting the winter coat back out. But I would find that if I put a sweatshirt on underneath or maybe a long sleeve t-shirt, I was perfectly comfortable. It does a really good job to repel the wind and the elements, and that's what makes it a very comfortable coat. Now the spandex is nice because it allows a little bit of stretch, and so you don't have to worry about it pulling on you. It's going to give a little bit, which is really nice, especially if you're in a vehicle driving or you find yourself, say, maybe at the firing range, for instance, because we are a shooting sports and outdoors channel. This coat is very comfortable for range days, especially in the springtime, and it's flexible enough to give that you can be comfortable on the firing line. Now, in terms of sealing out the elements, one of the things that I do like about it is you get ample protection to keep your neck nice and dry and warm. The zipper does seal out the elements. It is a YKK zipper, which is a really good company. I know that might not be a big deal to some people, but to me it's one of the things I look for when I buy a coat. You've also got the Napoleon pocket here in the front, which is great for storing things like a cell phone. Now, actual space that you're going to have available, I've got an iPhone 7, which is a fairly small phone. I think it's a 4.5, 5-inch screen. Fits in there with no issues whatsoever. Or I've also got this old monster Android phone right here, just as a size comparison. And this beast right here, which has, I think, like a 6-inch screen, it still fits in here just fine. Heck, you can almost put almost a 7-inch tablet in the front if you want to. So that kind of utility is very handy. Now, if you're the kind of person that likes pockets, this is definitely the coat for you. You have got your 2 front pockets right here. They do just have a mesh material inside of them, so they're not necessarily hand warmer pockets, so they're not going to keep your hands warm if it is cold enough. Now, as we go inside, we've got not only these 3 pockets on the outside, we've got an upper pocket right here and a pen pocket. We have 2 small pockets right here that are actually divided off. They're deep. You could put, I don't know, phones, tablets, whatever you want on that side. We've got another large pocket right here with Velcro and a pocket up on top and one off to the side, which is also divided. 2, 3, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we have 8 or 9 pockets total. So if you carry a lot of gear, you're kind of an EDC person, then this is definitely going to be the coat for you. You've also got Velcro adjustability on the sleeves, which is really nice. Again, the sleeves can be a little bit long at times, but when you're driving, I've noticed that they fall right at your wrist, which is perfect, especially if you're doing any kind of ATV work, or maybe you're in a vehicle, you're exposed to the elements. It makes it very comfortable. Now, waist-wise, you've also got some cinches down here that you can adjust. There are some little clips that you can pull on the sides if you want to tighten up the waist, which is really good to kind of seal out those cold days and that cold wind. But like I said, I've noticed that once the temperature dips below 40, this coat is not going to keep you warm unless you have extra layers underneath, and that can be kind of a big deal for some people. Now, let's talk about the things that I don't like about this jacket. So, first of all, even though the zippers are great, they do a great job sealing and so on, I've noticed that the material inside my Napoleon pocket right here is already starting to fray out a little bit, and that's because the zipper got caught on it a couple times because I'm always pulling it at an angle when I pull it up, and I think it just kind of dug in a few times and it's already worn out, and it's only been a year. Now, the nice thing about Carhartt is they do have a warranty on their clothing. They don't necessarily express it as being a year or 5 years or 10 years. Not that I've seen on the tags for the jackets. You simply contact them, tell them you got a problem, and then they'll tell you what to do. Now, I've had family members that have busted the zippers or the pulls off their active jackets before. They've sent them in a Carhartt. Carhartt's replaced the entire zipper and shipped it back to them at no cost, but they did have to pay for the shipping initially to get it sent out there. So if you're buying it, the nice thing is you can get it serviced, you can get it fixed if you need to. The bad thing is it's going to be up to Carhartt to determine whether or not you have to pay for that fix or not. If it's a defect or just simply worn out, that's going to be their call. Now, as for the actual lining inside the coat itself, it's going to be this exact same material that you see here on the collar. It's kind of like a felty suede mix. What's nice about it is that it's soft and it doesn't catch on your layers that you're wearing underneath your coat. The entire coat is lined with it all the way down to basically the wrists on the sleeves. And it's just not necessarily super warm, but it's enough to kind of keep you at a comfortable level. Now, one of the other things I don't like about this jacket is even though this neck protection is great, it is very tight and it's kind of hard to have any kind of neck mobility. Now, this is somewhat broken in, but I remember when I first got it, you kind of felt like you had a neck brace on like you got in a car accident. Now, something else I got compliments for when I did my weatherproof jacket, that winter coat that I bought at Costco, was the T modeling it did for you. So we're gonna do the T modeling for you right now so you can see how the fit is. Like I said, I'm about 5'11", 5'12" on a good day, around 265 pounds, and I've got plenty of room. It's not tight. There's plenty of space here. The back is nice and comfortable, it doesn't pull, the shoulders are nice and big. In fact, shoulders are maybe just a little bit too structured or a little bit too big, but it's comfortable when you layer, and I think that's more important, is I'd rather have a little more room and be comfortable than have it be tight and not be comfortable. Now, if you're the person that concealed carries a firearm, I can tell you one great thing about this coat is it does mute the printing that your firearm might be showing off. I'm able to conceal carry a 6-hour P365 anywhere between like a 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock position, and you really can't even tell that it's there. There might be just a slight outline, but it also depends on your holster selection and so on. And that's on obviously an inside the waistband carry. If you do an outside the waistband carry, it's going to do an okay job of hiding it, but it could still poke out of the bottom. This does fall about 3 inches below my waist, so you do have some good protection. If you lift your arms up, you aren't necessarily going to be exposing yourself to the elements. So these are all the little things that I've noticed after a year of using this coat. Now, if I was going to buy it, would I buy it again? Yeah, I think it's a great alternative to some of the more expensive brands out there like Patagonia or North Face or Marmot, where you're going to pay double, sometimes triple for a coat that's going to be very similar. Now, they have their elements and they have their parts and components that make them more exclusive and more premium, but in the end, it's just a nylon shell jacket. Now, I do think that this is a step up from the Columbia jackets. I've had those before, and those are fine too, and they do last. But so if you're going to be working in an environment where you're going to be coming in contact with different elements, I don't know, say out in the woods or working in concrete or construction, I think this is going to hold up well for you. I haven't worn any holes through it whatsoever, and it's been my daily jacket. I wouldn't say for all 365 days because obviously it gets fairly warm here in Nebraska in the summertime, but in the mornings, if it was cool enough, I would just grab this jacket and go, and I'd be comfortable with the t-shirt pretty much all day. So in the end, the Carhartt Crowley jacket, in my opinion, I think it's a great purchase. Again, I did buy this myself. This wasn't given to me by Carhartt. It's very comfortable. It offers a lot of flexibility. It can be warm, but plan to layer. Just keep that in mind. All right, so this is Travis P11. Thanks for watching my review of the Carhartt Crowley jacket. I'm going to keep wearing it. If I have any issues whatsoever, I'll let you know. I might contact Carhartt customer service about that fraying in the inside pocket, simply because I don't know if that was my fault or if that's just the fault of the material or the way it was designed. So we'll give Carhartt a call and just see what they have to say. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I want you to have fun, be safe. Make sure you like and subscribe, mash that bell, and as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.